Another round 100 plus strategy has been found in FIREBASE Z, and shout out and credit to the people who found this strategy. We have the mczombieslayer for the person who found this, and also Conway22 for adjusting this strat. Now this is super easy so long as you follow it. If you do some things wrong, it will all tumble down on you very quickly. This strategy is very similar to the one that's in maschine, more specifically the knocked penthouse strategy. So with all of that said, let's see what loadout we're gonna need to get to round 100 plus. In terms of loadout, I personally would go for a shotgun like a Gallo or Hauer, since you'll be in a very tight space and shotguns are clearly the most lethal weapons in zombies right now. But however, just pick whatever starter weapon you want to use. The recommended pack-a-punched attachment I would put on this is napalm burst or blast furnace, whatever you want to call it. Now this part here is 100% necessary to doing it, and I am of course referring to the Ring of Fire tier 3 ability. So make sure you have that equipped. You're going to need the AK-84 wonder weapon, and if you don't know how to get this, I have a guide on my channel you should go and watch. Just watch that guide and come back here once you're able to get it. Make sure this is as upgraded as you possibly can get, so hopefully level 3 pack-a-punch if possible. In terms of tactical equipment, decoys are the way to go. This is just in case you find yourself in a sticky situation. As for lethal, I would go for none, since for example if you have a C4, you may open the door when detonating, and there is a door you actually need to keep closed and you'll be camping there, so I would avoid even risking this. And even if that is avoided, you may end up throwing a grenade or something at the wrong time, get stuck in that animation and just die. Remember, you're going to be in a very tight room. You can't afford for slip-ups like that. In terms of kill streaks, I would go with a chopper gunner, but if not, then a cruise missile should do the trick. Perks wise, Juggernog obviously, quick revive, speed cola, stamina up and deadshot are all pretty integral for this strategy. And then just level 3 armor whenever you get around to it. And most importantly, do not open the back door that leads to the defense area from the weapon lab. Now that you're all set up, let's look at how the AK-84 actually works and how we're going to be incorporating it into the strategy. The AK-84 has a fully auto fire mode as well as an alternative fire mode. Now the alternative fire mode shoots a ball of energy. This lightly damages zombies and mainly slows them down. Once you fire this ball of energy, if you switch back to the fully auto mode, you can shoot the ball of energy with a couple of bullets to prolong its duration, and if you keep firing at it, then it will create a shockwave and explode, killing zombies near it. Whilst the AK-84's energy ball is doing its thing, another one of these can be put down, and this strat takes full advantage of this, so let's get started. So what you'll need to do here is go to the weapons lab, and when you're in there, do not open that door like I mentioned earlier. Now that you're in there, when you see zombies coming out from the distant hole in the wall that is inside of the barrier to the left, make sure you shoot an energy ball as soon as you see them coming in. Make sure it's fired roughly in the middle of the room, and all you have to do now is shoot the energy ball with your normal AK fire mode to be able to increase the duration of that energy ball. Do that again next to the same ball, just as you put a few bullets into the recent one you fired before the other one fades away. Shoot it to make it explode into that shockwave, and essentially you're just going to keep looping that. So you shoot one energy ball and then you increase the duration by switching to the normal fire mode and shooting it a few times. Whilst that's doing its thing, shoot another energy ball and then increase the duration on that too, and whilst you're in normal fire mode, shoot the first one just before it disappears to make the shockwave happen. Now make sure as you're doing all of this to keep checking your Ring of Fire ability meter, because when that fills up, that's when it is going to be coming into play. And believe me, it doesn't take very long to charge, but it's important to know I'm pretty sure insta-kills and nukes don't fill it up, so be careful when you go to get them, especially if you know that you're going to need that Ring of Fire. Now all you need to do once the Ring of Fire ability is full is to just go over to the barrier that you've been killing zombies from and just sit in the corner next to it. Activate Ring of Fire as soon as you get there and use your AK fully auto fire mode to spray the zombies zombies down that are coming through the door, which not only is going to keep them controlled, but also the zombies and mini bosses coming in through the barrier will be killed pretty much instantly. These mini bosses, aka mimics and manglers, they should be dropping plenty of ammo for you as well to pick up. Just try not to kill them outside like I did, or else you can't really go and get that ammo without risking the whole game. As Ring of Fire starts running out, shoot the energy ball and recenter yourself back to where you were, and then just rinse and repeat the whole process. Whilst you're doing all this, you are at a high risk of dying. I mean, you're in a very tight room and anything could go wrong at any second, whether it be your fault or not. So if you're about to die, make sure you use that chopper gunner or cruise missile to quickly open it up and prevent yourself from dying, since the zombies will ignore you. Essentially, what I'm saying here is when in doubt, chopper gunner the hell out. Now, when you come across manglers and have to deal with them, you can easily just switch to your blast furnace weapon and just shred through them and their armor, because the mangler's armor is what makes it the most annoying to kill. So as you know, in FIREBASE Z there are defense segments, and when you experience one of these and you have to kill the Elder God boss that comes later on, just head to said place you need to go, pop Ring of Fire, and just lay into the boss with your AK. Focus on the boss mainly and just straight up aim for its head. Kill streaks can be very helpful with this one, such as the cruise missile. It honestly wouldn't be a bad idea to shoot an energy ball at your feet either whilst in the Ring of Fire, just to keep the zombies away from you. Hopefully, once you've completed this, just go back to the weapon lab and keep doing what you've been doing. Now, there are some things I want to note here. Decoys aren't 100% effective. I'd go as far as to say they're 95% effective. Yeah, they'll work most of the time, but there has been these small instances where I've thrown one within bounds of the map, not too far away from zombies, and the decoys have not lured them away like they're supposed to, and the zombies have straight up ignored them. I don't know if it's just me this has happened to, but I've noticed this since the game came out, and I feel like in a strategy like this where decoys are a very big game changer, I just want to make it more aware, so just be very careful because they can be kinda buggy. Something else is that recoveries with this strat aren't easy by a long shot. Make sure you are at the end of a round or 100% certain that you have a good opening and opportunity to get what you need. And what I would do here is go to the village and just go to the Wonder Fizz machine and buy all the perks you need all at once. You can buy new kill streaks from there and Pack-a-Punch if you need to, so I just go straight there if you need to set up or recover. And don't forget, you can use the chopper gunner or cruise missile to get yourself out of a sticky situation, because the village gets very intense very fast in higher rounds, so you don't want to be getting caught with your pants down when you're trying to do something like buy perks. This should be a given thing, but make sure to pick all of the salvage that drops at the end of a round. Look around for ammo as well you might have missed. It's all very helpful, and you'll be able to buy all the self revives and chopper gunners that you could ever desire. Speaking of self revives, if you go down, do not revive straight away. I know that one's just common sense, but I know it can feel very pressurizing when you see your perks start slowly going, but sometimes it really is just better to wait until the area is clear. And if you get backed into that corner where the door is that you're not meant to open and you use a chopper gunner, the button to exit the chopper gunner is the same button as it is to open the door, so don't leave the chopper gunner until it kicks you out, because it would be the worst feeling in the world if you were doing the whole strategy right and the reason it went wrong is because you accidentally held the same button to leave the chopper gunner that is also the same button to open the door. As you can probably guess, this isn't a good idea. It will open the door most likely, and the whole thing will be butchered. And just remember, there is an armor upgrade stand right in front of you, and you can just go and buy armor or upgrade your weapon rarity right from there. Take full advantage of that. And the last thing you're gonna need is patience, because getting to any high round takes a lot of that, but just follow this guide and hopefully you should be able to get it done. I really hope this guide helped, and if it did, be sure to smash the like button, comment whether or not you made it to round 100 on FIREBASE Z, no lying people, and only a very small percentage of people are even subscribed to the channel, so if you really did enjoy this and are still watching, then subscribe to the channel already. Turn on the notifications notification bell too, so you'll be notified the second I upload a video. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.